Welcome to episode 85, I think it is, of our Football Manager Hobo To Hero series. So, we should probably start at home screen, come to think of it. League table looks like this for now. We did manage to end up in the second place. That in particular is thanks to the match against Keda last time out. Hi Hayden, welcome back to the stream. So I hope you're happy with prompting me to do one. Of course. Hayden did recommend on Discord that I could do an additional stream today, and I'm in the mood. I have the time. So we will try to go through the match against Nigeri Sembilan today. So this is a cup match. This is really important from a certain perspective. On the other hand, the league is much more important to us in a certain way. That said, well, I'm not entirely sure. How much do you get here? 37k. But there might also be additional income due to supporters in the stadiums. So it really depends on the combination. There are some teams in here that might bring in a lot of income. For example, if we would draw Cushing and we would be the home team, that would be really outstanding. It's not that likely though. On the other hand, Sabah's there too, so that would also be a rivalry. And they usually bring a lot of supporters with them. So we have a chance there to make some additional income. That said, we first need to defeat Nigeri Sembilan FC. So that's my biggest concern for today. Last time we devastated them 4-0. But you know, last time does not necessarily transfer to this time. So we gotta be careful. Let's also have a look at the injury situation. So there's a very high risk of injury for some people here. And as you can see, for example, Zakaria is amongst them. We should probably give these players a rest. Most of them anyway. Those that have low sharpness, probably not. Injury history throughout the season has been way better so far. And it seems like current injuries is just Amamu. He's out with a torn back muscle though. That's... well, if you ever had something like this, that's not a great one. So, yeah, injury situation. Alright, let's deal with that immediately so that we do not provoke additional injuries. What does the training say? It says we do ball retention here. Some recovery, that's not bad. So it's a really low grade session. From that perspective, or low intensity session, not low grade, sorry. I need to be more precise with my wording. But these two here, I'd rather for them to stay at home in this situation. So we will send them home. For one day. The rest of them, they can probably be around. No big issue. And Elbach's form is really bad at this point. 6.58. Oh, that is with the penalty that he missed at some point. I see. So, I also want to look at dynamics. Overall dynamics seems okay. Nobody's unhappy. That's sad. But Hisham is unhappy with the training apparently. As is Diego. Diego's in the process of being sold, so I don't care much about that, and Badrul Hisham is without a contract. So that's not my primary concern either. He seems to be unhappy with the high volume of strength training though. That is confusing. I think I'll ignore this and he will need to adapt to it. It might also be a symptom of the fact that... where is he? Ahmad Nizam did play fairly often recently. So maybe it's just a scapegoat. I don't know if this exists in Football Manager, but it might be possible that Badrul Hisham finds something that he is annoyed about and starts complaining because he hasn't been on the pitch that much. You know, I guess causes for unhappiness like company. So we are also looking to sell Carlos da Costa Lima and potentially Van Pekaguit. I do have, on the other side of my nice note here, I still do have 3 issues. Baldwin in midfielder replacement. We might do that from the under 21s, even though this is very creative. And, well, not exactly the quality we're looking for. That said, if he makes an appearance for 20 or 30 minutes sometimes, maybe that will suffice. I don't have a strong opinion on he's not good enough to play in Liga M4 or Liga M3, so he might do for a few minutes up here. And even if he doesn't, he will learn. This guy also will probably be available on a really low grade contract if we decide to give him a professional contract. Sadly, he's unambitious and level-headed, so the personality is a big problem here. And, well, I'd rather have somebody else. The alternative would be to sign some 20-something-year-old. I don't know, where was he? We had somebody. Yeah, it's still in here. Ghazali, for example. To sign somebody like this. But comparing the two, sure, Ghazali is way more capable defensively. On the physical side, funnily enough, Malik's better. And I can see that there's a difference between the two, obviously. But Ghazali, on the other hand, comes with a price tag. So, yeah, we might not want to do that. Then there's the central defender position. I do not have a creative solution for that. I guess the least creative one would always be to play our own youth again. We do have a bunch of central defenders that do play in the under 21s now. And as you can see, some of them do develop, some of them do not develop. He doesn't gain match experience that helps him, it seems. He's 19 though, so who knows. And Amat, well, he did play recently in the senior squad actually. So, where is it here? He did play against Kedah for a whole 67 minutes. As a result, well, I cannot be 100% sure, but it seems like as a result, he does develop a little bit. The pace is absurdly low though, so that's a big issue. Right. And then last but not least, we do have, theoretically, we would need a replacement for Van Pekaguit in case we lose him. And we would use somebody that preferably can play in attacking midfield as well as on the right wing. So to give some additional versatility, I would argue a left-footed guy for the right wing. I've been going on about this, I think, yesterday. Still, that is a transfer issue that is at least, well, it is part of what we need to look for in the future, in the near-term future. I also wanna reference for a second what Cherenald put on the Discord, and I do not have a strong opinion on it yet. So he said, or wrote, that he thinks Elbak needs to be trained as an inside forward. He is left-footed. He might play on the right, so that isn't the worst idea ever. Same with the Shadow Striker thing. Maybe we can use him for exactly the replacement I was looking for. He has some borderline versatilities there, so it might be a possibility. I also want to look here. Say we train him in a position like this. So that would be inside forward on attack, for example. His passing's bad. That's about it. That's not a bad idea. And he certainly is a better inside forward attribute-wise than he is an inverted winger. He has most of what's needed there. So, yeah, good recommendation overall. I'm not sure if I want to train him like that, but we can use him like that for sure. I can see the appeal in that. So, that's a good recommendation. We should consider giving Selvarai a full-time 1-year deal to see if he can develop. Silverai is in the under 21s right now. I would argue he does not need a full-time deal. Oh, maybe he trains half-time. So maybe that's the argument here. That actually is not bad. I didn't think about it that way so far. So as a pressing forward, he barely develops. The issue is, it's only the concentration though. Like, technical capability is alright-ish in a way. And the rest of it we would probably be able to cope with in a way. For a replacement, youngster, whatever. I doubt that he will make it though. On the other hand, as long as he's on this level of training, he will probably not make it anyway. So what's good about him? He can jump, he has good balance, good anticipation of the ball movement is okay, and he has a decent finish. Could be a decent poacher. I do think he has a perspective, maybe from time to time. Not sure if I want to waste the money on him though. And well, it depends on how often we could employ him, if it's a waste or not. That's it. He made 3 appearances last season and they were in injury situations, I think. So, not really want to develop much. He is a jumper though. Who was it again? And very naturally fit. So if this develops a lot, he might dominate the league despite his issues in the other areas. Yeah, and Jonathan writes, Elbak and Baru on the right more? Yes. And Olex and Severai get more time as a striker. I do not think Olex, well, Olex is a shadow striker to me. So in a way, that fits. Also, probably time to train Harsey at heading considering his height. Harsey is 1.84 m. Jumping reach did go up a little bit. Heading is a 1. Well, okay, I can see that. So, but maybe we can increase that to a 2 or to a 3, but it will never be something that is useful. So I'm not sure if I want to waste the time training it. On the other hand, if there is a way to improve his play, that should be fairly easy and he will train the rest anyway. So sure, I will follow that. I'm not sure if I follow the rest. Alright? Let's see. So we did win the last match against Kedah. In the end, it was a fairly dominating result, I think. Well, a dominating performance. The result was not as dominating as the performance says. As you can see here, we had a bunch of expected goals. But it took an own goal by Modriz Duandin in the end. Quite an unlucky one, deflection from the wall. I'll just show you. It was due to a free kick taken by Malik, I think. After Malik takes the free kick, it deflects off the defender and goes straight into the net. I'm not sure if it would have hit otherwise. Might have. The goalkeeper seemed to be in the correct position, more or less. So maybe we got lucky in the end. That said, yeah, we more or less dominated the match, at least from the perspective of expected goals. So next up against Sembilan, I honestly do not remember how we defeated them last time. So that might be an issue. We'll need to figure it out again. This guy scored 2 goals. Nice. Alright. So we do have some people that are interested in doing a scouting job for us. All of these seem to be from Malaysia. I'd prefer somebody with scouting knowledge outside Malaysia, if we can. And, well, preferably also somebody that has some know-how about how to do scouting. Seems like we got an offer for 2.8k for Diego. We wanted 4.5. They will pay 4.5. That's not bad. Don't you think? So maybe I lowballed it too much, but we would sell him to Indonesia. And for 4.5k, sure. That would actually help us a lot in the wage budget too. 230 per week going away. Diego is not a player that fits the current playing style or formation. So that would enable us to replace him either way. Well, internally, so give a contract to somebody that may or may not be worth it. Or even better, externally, find somebody for the wage that actually has the skill. Okay, Nigeri Semblin. I need to look into all of these players, I think. In general, it seems like they have good acceleration and agility. Composure seems to be good. The rest is not that impressive, apparently. In particular, communication's low. Throwing is bad. Okay. So let's have a look at it. Kicking and throwing are bad. That's true. First touch is horrible. Communication skills low. Eccentricity is low too, which is good for him, I guess. One-on-ones is a 5 though. Agility is not that impressive either. This person conceded 15 goals and 10 appearances. That still makes a 707 rating because he had 5 clean sheets for some reason. Not sure how that happened. Let's have a look at the management instead. Direct counter-attacking in a 4-4-2, alright. So that is a risk, given that we play some sort of possession-based system. Let's have a look at the central defenders next. No jumping reach, no strength. Otherwise, this is a decent central defender, but this is dangerous. And it's very similar with Hasni. In fact, I would argue that this is a white defender. Doesn't really belong here. Speaking of white defenders, that's not too bad, but defensive-minded. Might cross from deep. Interesting. Well, in accordance to the difference here in the position, it says in the wing back anyway. So he will probably drift into midfield a little bit. Which also means that out here, there's space for Baru. Marzuki. That's very similar. None of these can jump. He can. Okay. So one of these can jump. The inverted wingback can jump. The rest of them can't. That's very low tackling. Positioning is also fairly low. We could try to mark him out of the match. Seems like a viable option, considering the off-the-ball movement. This guy's off-the-ball movement is a little better. Tackling's a little better. Still, going through the middle might be entirely viable here. That said, this wing is also very weak, so I'm not sure if it's needed. We do play at home, so we know the turf. Alright. I think we have a concept. Loaded crosses. And, well... let's do that, won't we? So we will train attacking... can't really do that. Can we do something in the air? It doesn't seem like it. Attacking overlap comes with crossing, dribbling, long shots, anticipation of the ball movement. Or, I see, for the defensive department, yeah, that makes sense. And for the attacking department, heading, marking, tackling, blah. I think we'll do that instead. So we'll train to attack the wings, why not? And for next week it might be something completely different. But I doubt that it has an impact, but whatever. Might as well do it. Okay, some stuff that we will have a look at in the inbox. Nobody wants Da Costa Lima. Terengganu aren't prepared to meet asking price. Everybody wants him, nobody wants to pay 30k. Yeah, 30k, I do not want to. That was said by somebody. But they are willing to offer 11 to 12k. Alright. You know what? He's very interested in speaking to clubs. Let's offer him out for 10. Give it an additional per league appearance clause would be great. But I doubt that this is useful. Then again, we can do after league appearances. So like this, I love these. Oh, I guess I'm in IT management. I rarely talk about the specifics of my job here. I guess out of respect for my employer. So I'd rather not specify. Let's offer him out for 25. And obviously with a clause of say 25%. A 10k fee is not really needed. I will happily deal with a little, well, with that much over here. But it's good to know that it depends on the month. So, say we finish in, I don't know, 15 or something. 15k. And if we were to get 15k for him, he didn't develop around here. We paid him 70 per week. He's been here for 3 years. Not really, 2.5. So 70 times 52 times 2.5 is approximately 9k. That still comes as a good deal.
We don't make mistakes. We don't have happy accidents. We have happy accidents.
Oh, exactly. God, does this relate to Da Costa Lima? Also, welcome back to the stream, man. Is this what happened? Okay. Somebody's clearly spending his channel points now.
Nice. Nice.
See? That's why I enabled this. Seems a bit spammy for now, though. Well, he's fairly pro. He's out on loan.
2 hours later. 2 hours later.
It's 25 minutes for now, and I'm trying to prepare. Not fair. Somebody's testing all of them. You can test them in private, did you know? He clicked them all, didn't he? Oh, well, okay. What? Well, it does not play it twice here. You might. It did not show up that way with me, so I don't know. Maybe for the rest of the stream, if they have it like that too. Okay. Well, I'm not aware of that. Blerps, properties. No, it's not here. Give me a second. I did set audio monitoring on monitor and output. Because otherwise it didn't show up with me. So if this is an issue, was this for everything? Very interesting. Okay. Let me experiment with something. Give me a second. Hopefully I can change this on the fly. Check 1, 2. Okay. Mees, I did try to change audio settings, so it might not play for me anymore then. But you might want to try.
Nice.
Yeah, now I don't hear the sound anymore, other than the fact that you spent the points on it. But I don't hear it anymore. I don't think that's the way it is intended. Did you hear it? Okay. Well, that's weird. So I guess we would need somebody else to check though. Because, well, now I'm not sure. This implies that it is not included in the track later on. You know. Oh, there's somebody third in here. Give me a second. Who is it? We need you for testing. Whoever it is. Can't seem to see it just yet. I can I will send you a screenshot. I can change the audio settings so that the blerps do play for me or not. And it seems like, well, I can put the monitoring on and off, and also I can monitor and output it in the advanced audio properties in my audio mixer. So it was set to monitor and output because I didn't hear it, but it seems like you hear it twice if I enabled it. But otherwise, I can monitor it only, but then it mutes the output. That is entirely useless. I don't know how to set it up, to be honest. So we will need to find out. What do you think about selling Diego? Any thoughts on that? No, I'll send you a screenshot if I can. Give me a second. Where is it here? So, back to FM. What do you think? No, I didn't answer Hayden. Well, as there does not seem to be a comment forthcoming, I think we can sell Diego for 4.5k, yes. Pushing or 2. Okay. Still will go through at the start of June. That's still a little bit off. I can try monitoring only, sure. Give me a second. I don't know what it does. It mutes the output, it clearly says there. So, I set it that way. Try again.
Nice.
Now I did hear it. Did you hear it too? And more importantly, did you hear it once only? Anything hard in it, it's IT. The notification sound that you used. Ah. Yeah, that needs to go away. I see. So we would need to get rid of the redemption sound. Yeah. So the stuff that you the sound that comes for redeeming something. That one. Exactly. Okay. Yeah, and I need to mute that then. Okay. Thank you very much for the recommendation. That is very good. But we can keep the setting like this. Well, not, you know, the one for the blerps. So, I did not expect to do this on stream right now, but we might as well abuse it for that. And let me... Formally speaking, I need to, you know, drink something. Water, actually. I'm trying to adhere to water again. Cheers. Theoretically, I could try to do this on stream. Alerts. Here it is. It's a general alert box. Edit alerts. Where is it? Channel points. Channel point redemption. And now we do... I don't know what I was looking for. Visuals and sound. And we mute it. Save this. Try again, please, if you want to spend the points on it. It still comes both, right? But I did change it. Channel points. So there is just one variation. Obviously I could just I could switch off the entire alert for now. I can't define the sound for every single one. Yeah, you know what? I'll switch off the alert for now. completely, so it doesn't show to the top right anymore. If I can find a save button, that is. There's no need to save it. Okay. Now it's enabled again. Go away. I honestly can't save changes if I disable one of these things completely. That's just weird. Okay. Well, I hope it is disabled now. You might as well try again. Very sorry. So this is obviously not what I...
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
So okay. So no, it seems to work. The issue is now I need to have separate sounds basically for alerts that are not blerps. That makes sense. So I can set this up so that anything that is reported by channel points that does not come with a blurb has their own sound. But I need to fiddle with it and set one for each and every one. If that makes sense. So that's for 607. We have like, you know, the name redemption and that stuff. And previously it was set so everything had the same sound. I can still do it. It just takes half an hour or an hour. Okay. Thank you very much for figuring it out with me though. Obviously this will be highly entertaining later on YouTube. So people will definitely skip over it. That said, nobody watches this crap anyway, so... With the exception of you. Yes. Choo-choo highlights mod Afizul. Hey. We just sold... did you realize we just sold Diego? And I don't know if you were around, but where's Van Lalpeka? No, not Van Lalpeka. Da Costa Lima. Look, we did offer Da Costa Lima for no money whatsoever. So, but well, no, some specified, and it was set to 30k automatically for some reason. It seems like they are willing to offer money for him though, up to 11k. And we paid overall like 9k for the whole amount of his wages so far. So, given the really impressive development that Da Costa Lima appears to have had over 2 years, I think we can agree that this is a non-developer, at least so far. And at least in the last season he had 14 matches. So, we can probably make money on him. Always take some value of it. I did not know that. I thought it was unspecified and you are looking for whatever they are willing to send. So that's just absurd. Can we set this up somewhere? But then how would I set it up? In that case, unspecified I would always... Okay. That's a bit weird. I was hoping it had a bit of more of a precise feature, but apparently it didn't. Well, in that case, I can always offer him out for the maximum value, right? Oh, we're already here. Let's talk about the important stuff then. So, we will play against Nigeri Sembilan FC. Let's make a prediction. Well, a draw is not possible. I guess. Submersion period, 10 minutes, there you go. So now you can bet your channel points against anyone else that is willing to bet his channel points or their channel points. And you can win the pool, I guess. With 2 people around, that is not that impressive, but... I guess you can also bet your own channel points too. Well, yes. If there's nobody else around, yes. Otherwise, it would be distributed over to them. You know what? Can I predict myself? I don't have channel points on my own channel. That makes sense. Yeah, yeah, obviously. That's true. Then again, you can win big time if you are willing to bet against the trend. Theoretically. And, you know, gotta do something with your channel points, but you are welcome to do it once somebody else participates. Yep, Jonathan. Wow, his crossing is an 11 now. Technique went up too. This guy rocks. Maybe we should pay 50k for him or something after all. True. True, yeah. That's a bit weird. But isn't it? Well, it is not unfair entirely. It becomes more reasonable the moment there's multiple participants in the betting. Because I guess it is distributed, weighted according to what you were willing to offer. So if you put in, I don't know, 100 points and I put in a 900 points and we both win, the person that puts in 900 would get 9/10 of whatever there is to win, right? So from that perspective, it makes sense. Yeah, exactly. I forgot who was who in my own example. But so from that perspective, it makes sense. If you're really confident, you might as well put in whatever you think is reasonable to get a majority of whatever you expect to win. Then again, it's all about risk and reward. And if everybody is quite sure that we will get a win, it might be useful to take the other side with, I don't know, 10 points and whatever is the minimum. And just try to poach it in case nobody else wants to take the bet. 69 points. Cool. Now somebody needs to help with the betting though. Well, can I have? I can't. Streamers can't cast a prediction on their own channel. I really can't. I'm very sorry. So if you lose 69 points now, it's my fault. That said, if there's more people around, hopefully this will be fun at some point. Well, I might. Maybe I'm also able to get them back to you. I'm not sure. Yes. So if I never resolve it, for example, I think then you get them back after 24 hours. Like in real life, you get odds there. Well, I cannot speak for the odds of a football match, obviously, in Football Manager. Oh, odds. Oh, well, I might have misunderstood, but I can't really say much about that either. I'm not a gambling studio. I have no idea about how you set this up in a reasonable manner. Then again, well, a channel point is worth nothing to me, so I can set quotas for however I want. But I don't know. I was hoping it was a fun feature. Maybe we will figure it out in time. So most of these players do train really well, which is good. The bravery went up on RC. What's your thought on selling Da Costa Lima? Or even Van der Pika, maybe? Can I? Well, I'll sit it out this time. So I take it you are not particularly bound to 69 channel points for now, right? You probably still sit on, I don't know, 20k or something. So, if I could, I would reward you. But we will probably figure it out, right? So I will try to disband it if there's nobody else betting with you. And well, if somebody is willing to take the other side, obviously, I will let it run its course. And resolve it later. But maybe I can delete it if that doesn't happen. Still, I think it might be a reasonable, funny addition to, well, if, for example, you are around and Chirinolid is around and you have different opinions on that or something. I don't know, maybe Hayden will participate after all, but you might want to tell him to take the opposite side. Okay, so one match coming up. I do not want to play the second rank this time, do I? Throw them all out. Alright, well, probably overdoing it. No, thank you very much though. Heck, for somebody that is interested at least a little bit in statistics and, well, just distributions of expected values and stuff, that just comes along being an investor, I guess. For somebody that is interested in that, I'm not really that into the whole betting thing just yet. So, I don't know, I guess I have no idea about it. Or not as much as one would expect. Will we let him play again? The cup game, it's important. Sure. We'll let him play again. And we'll tell him that he is a good influence on the rest of the squad and on the atmosphere. Oh, we praised him too often. Okay. Can we criticize his recent form? Not really. Well, but sports betting is a really interesting scenario. Because sports betting is not a free market. If you make money repeatedly on a regular basis there, usually you get banned from the platform. They can choose with whom they do business. And if you are doing well, or well, better than the house, in that situation, the house just bans you. It's quite different in a stock market. Nobody can ban you from participating in the stock market if you don't break the law. Yeah, well, maybe. What's a little 2 for? Oh, that's for the prediction. Nice. Interesting. So we could talk to him about his last match. 14 headers, 11-1, no tackles whatsoever. He did do well defensively, I think. I'm gonna go with passing though. That's a good passing ratio. Alright. And 6.96 is not bad. He's very reliable. Amamu is still hurt. Bakrula didn't have a good match prior to that one. Yeah, could have been worse, could have been better. He did come on against Keda and made it work in the end, so I guess we praise him. Passing was fun. Great. So, in the cup game, no, we do not rely on Ahmad. They have fast strikers. I will not do that. So, the bet did go nowhere, right? So far. Now I can just disband it. Because you're the only one betting, correct? Yeah. So we don't know the outcome yet. Total voters 1. Yeah. So I'll delete it. Delete and return points. There you go. But the house must make some money on the spread. Well, okay. In that case, they make their money by the existence of the bet in general. That does make sense. I think somebody's improving. Let's have a look at Shadow Striker. That's not best signing ever territory just yet, and also his concentration declined, I might add. But that's not bad. That's not bad at all. In particular, even if he's technically challenged at some point. With these mentals, concentration or no concentration, and a little bit better physicality, will be able to absolutely dominate the league. Yeah, I see. I see. That's fair. So we talked to him about training. Form, he had 1 tackle last time. He counts as a midfielder, so that's an easy praise. Nice. Don't want to comment on the conduct anymore. I think they hated it. Well, no, the one player hated it last time, so I'd rather not. Shall we play Badrul Hisham again, same as last time? Or he didn't play well though. Then again, 3 out of 3 tackles, it's pretty good. Tackling was okay. I do not necessarily agree with the overall defensive performance though. And creatively, he didn't do much. That's an easy one, isn't it? Yeah, he didn't create chances. I can't warn him anymore. Shall we play Ahmad Nizam instead? Did come on in minute 53, did create a chance. The tackles didn't go well. Heading did. I mean, they're both more or less the same, skill-wise. So we'll play the one that has less sharpness. We need to rotate a little bit. That's the wrong position, definitely. Could also be an argument to play the other goalkeeper again. And well, Chinsia Sum's last performance was really bad. So, I don't know. What do you think, Mees? In terms of lineup? Yes, exactly. And that system must be superior to whatever the bookkeeper, the bookmaker has. So, basically you need to be able to predict results in a better way than the bookmaker. True. 6.7 and 6.6. The issue is we play against these guys. He's an 8 pace-wise. And he's a 13. So we can obviously put Mahazir against him. But Ahmad has 4 points of strength. Not strength. Where is it? He's not here because he's an under 21 player. The alternative would be to play Ahmad. This guy. He's a 4-point pace and 6-point acceleration. Yes, he can outjump basically everyone. At least in Malaysia. But do you want me to play him instead of Fakrullah against 2 pacey guys? I mean, I could. They also play a direct counter-attacking style. Just to put that out there. Yeah, of course. That's how they make money after all. I think there are also some cases known of people that were better than the bookmaker, and they just hired them to see what they did in their Excel sheets and to see if they could improve the system to make it harder for everyone else. Betting is that way. So I don't know, if you find an arbitrage opportunity, not sure if that's the right word there, but I guess in a way it is. If you find an arbitrage opportunity there, usually you will contribute to slimming down that opportunity. So what about Ahmad versus Fakrullah? You really want me to play Ahmad? Do we have an alternative? Theoretically, Jaya. Really bad positioning though. Not sure if he's... Oh, it's a cup game. He doesn't need to be registered. Yeah. I guess I won't get an answer. Malik did play fairly well last time. As did Ankun usually. That said, I think we can actually play Malik again. Yeah, of course. And they take the rest of it as, well, it's not a spread specifically in that situation. But they take the rest as the fee. And obviously that's a very high fee. So they make money on average, of course. It's theoretically it's the same with options pricing in the market, isn't it? I'm not a big expert on that stuff. But I think the options are priced similarly. Well, the option provider prices similarly. And it works up until it doesn't. Well, I'll stick to Ankun. Put Malik on the bench. And I do not think Ahmad or Chaya is necessarily better here. This position is still a Baru position. We just, well, I guess half an hour ago, we had a look at their tactics. So they play with an inverted wing back here, which means our Baru should have a ton of space. And it's different out here. Might play Christopher. It's not that impressive. Jonathan Guy is very impressive though. Also going through the middle might be entirely possible, given that this is a 4-4-2 that we will face. And they can't jump, so Elbach plays again. Yes, I know I said he might also come in from the bench and so on, but he'll play. He'll get it done at some point. So, right back's there. No center back there. Mees, you decide. Chaya or Ahmad? Please make a decision. All right. Thank you very much for your contribution. Yes, yes, of course. And this is very similar to trading, basically in the market. So, I don't know. Are you aware of I guess smart beta is the right way to put, the wrong way to put it. Are you aware of risk premiums in stock markets? They also exist in betting to a similar degree. So it's very comparable. Okay, okay. But you are onto something. It's very similar in stock markets. There's also the spread that is kept by the broker. So if you trade all the time, then you lose that spread repeatedly. So that's why trading is a loser strategy. So don't trade stocks. Now, investing might be a winner's game, but trading is a loser's game, for sure. Exactly. Buy and hold is a very good strategy in the stock market in general. And the next part is diversification. Don't bet it all on one thing. That's just bare bones math, though. Anyone can come up with that. So, yeah. If you got that figured out, then it's just pick a big unskewed index fund for something, invest in that, and there's an ad running right now, but in case you can see me and hear me, Dogecoin and Tesla. Let's both hopes and prayers, I guess. I don't know if I want to bring Diego with us now that he has transfer arranged. So Rare? What is this? It's a video game, apparently. Fantasy sport. It has cryptocurrency in the title. I don't wanna know. I don't wanna know that. All that crypto bullshit is nothing for me. Hopefully I don't alienate anyone right now, but probably half of the internet. I prefer assets with fundamental value. That makes sense. So, usually something tangible. If Malik is our playmaker-ish option and we do need a defensive one, and Diego will leave the club, so I don't want to bring him anymore, we will be a little bit absurd now. It's a cup match, we can do this. I'll bring Malek in addition to Malik. Yeah, well, kind of interesting it is, but I think there's a really good YouTube documentation. Yeah, YouTube documentation about NFTs and crypto stuff in general. I guess documentation is the correct word. I think the documentation is called Line Goes Up on YouTube. That's a 1.5 hour thing, but very interesting to watch. And it aggregates the whole system fairly well in comparison to the rest of the bullshit that you get shilled about cryptos. So, yeah. Okay. Are we ready for the match? No! Okay. But that's very much what it is, though. It's a collectible. So, your supposed reward of the collectible depends on being able to selling to the next best dumbest person. There's there's an investment platform that gets shilled on YouTube repeatedly called Masterworks, I think. It was really big on the ad stuff for quite a while, and it's basically the same principle. You can invest in fractional art just to shill it to somebody that is even dumber and invests even bigger amounts of money. But it's very illiquid, and there's no guarantee that the stuff you invest in is worth anything at all. So, yeah, not a big fan, as you can probably tell. I prefer producing assets, like, I don't know, Elbog. But for something to be a good investment, usually it should have a positive expected return at least. And that is not the case for collectibles, or even worse, crypto. So, hashtag not investment advice. Because, you know, contact your... I think, in fact, in general, you would need a... How are they called? Fiduciary. It's not only... It's not Honorarberater in German. It's Treuhändler, I think. The ones that are responsible for whatever happens to your money, and actually you can go to court to fight them. That's very different from the usual Vermögensberater bullshit and advisor stuff that exists in Germany. So you would need to visit one of these. They cost serious money though. Well, to be fair, maybe you should read up on smart beta after all. But you can probably start reading Soceronomics actually if you never did that. You are quite interested in football. So financial theory as well as football or sports betting have specific risk-based strategies inherent to them that do increase expected return and also diversification. For example, there's something that is called a value premium. You might have heard of that at some point or not. Value premium is basically you have higher expected return if you buy assets at a lower price. Seems quite intuitive. What's counterintuitive is that you have higher risk, but you basically assume the market prices these players, stocks, whatever, the sports bet correctly. So there's bigger risk compared to something else that has similar cash flow or similar performance in the future. That's why, for example, buying a player that is fairly cheap but has high skill usually comes with a risk, and that risk might be, I don't know, he has a history of injury, or he has bad character, or something like that. So it is far less reliable that the outcome will actually materialize in the way you want it. On the other hand, that's a way to make money or get good performances for low amounts of money invested. So, yeah. Enough rambling about common similarities of financial markets and football players, though. But it is the same principle, more or less. In fact, the factors have been proven to exist outside of finance in a whole bunch of stuff. And, well, some people got Nobel Prizes for it, so I guess that's serious background. I should probably study this stuff at some point. It is applicable in Football Manager, though. Like, it actually makes sense. Or to put out a single example here, Mahazir. He's fairly susceptible to injury. His wage is absurdly cheap. Still is. He played for 50 euros or something for us. He never got hurt. We took on the risk. That's okay. Could have gone the other way. But he develops fairly well for the amount of money that we invested. So he was a great bargain and a good investment. Can also go the other way. Just look at Vandal Pekka, or I don't know, Da Costa Lima. Well, in particular Vandal Pekka, I guess. Doesn't develop much. He does train well these days, though. So still a high risk investment here. Okay. Right. Loaded crosses it was. It really depends on the perspective. Once you realize that you play this game anyway, if you want it or not, it is interesting to a degree, and you can also apply it to a bunch of other stuff. So, from that perspective, I think it is a good addition to everyone's know-how portfolio. But most people deal with their life just fine without it, and that's okay. Also, there's an ad break running right now, so probably you can't hear me. Damn ad breaks. Well, floated crosses, I said. So let's float them. So, to repeat this again so you can hear me. I guess. This crap's weird. Never mind. Well, I never went into the poker face, personally. Okay. Like in, you played too much? You won too much money? Won too much money is unlikely, but, you know, such people exist. We'll float him in. He's a bad dribbler, has low bravery and low strength. He's a bad dribbler, has low bravery and low strength. Also, first touch and composure are fairly low. Same here. We will not press them hard, though. I think that's too much. We will tackle them hard. Oh. Well, there's the ad break. Anyway. These two, he's also a fairly bad dribbler. Hard tackling might work here. It's a lot of hard tackling though. Try. Passing is a 7. So, this is a winger. And I think he wants to be shown to the inside. You look at this. His long shots is bad, his passing is not much better, vision is low. Crossing is easier for him. I see. But that's the fun part about investing though. You don't need to get better. You need to realize that this is good enough. And, well, there's not much to be done here. Once you have that figured out, the biggest concern is the behavioral part of it. A second. Where's the damn book? That. Best book ever on investing. Because it deals with the stuff that is behaviorally driven. And that's also a very fun read, by the way. Well, maybe not best book ever, but it's fairly close. I might have recommended it earlier at some point, but I really like that one. Because it deals with basic human emotions and how that relates to money. And why people deal with it the way they do. And what's good and what's bad about it and how you can cope with it. So that's a very valuable book to me. I tend to come back to that repeatedly. But it also made me much more calm about, you know, my own stuff. I think we'll mark this one out of the match if we can. This guy, Mohammed. Okay, what happened? Passing's decent. Ah, okay. That's so. Well, either you got lucky or you were pretty good. Poker is a lot of statistics, though, if I know that correctly, but whatever. I'm probably not the one to talk about poker that much. I know jack shit about it. Good dribbler. His passing's better than his crossing, that's sad. We still show him to the outside, I think. To the inside, sorry. And then there's the two strikers. Both of them can run with the ball, and that's about it. Yep, that's it. Anything about this guy? This Rosimi person would probably be needed to be shown to the outside. But he's left-footed and they play him as an inverted winger. I don't know what's going on there. So I guess he can drift to the inside. That's just bullshit. I see. Well, if it's something that didn't fit your life, it's fine that you don't do it anymore, isn't it? Nobody's forcing you to play poker, hopefully. I think, do you remember? Did we play through the middle in that match last time? I guess the emotional dividend was higher there. Well, that still sounds like you got value out of it, I guess. In a way. Most people tend to run after money without realizing what it's for. A friend of mine described this recently as a priority for, well, to be fair, that too. But a friend of mine recently described this as quality time. So they said that if they had more money, that's a common question, by the way, how would you scale your life? What makes you happy in life if you had more money? They said they would have more quality time. Well, so you had the expected value of that, though, theoretically. You did not have 5 to 35k. You did have whatever your likelihood was of winning it, theoretically. So it's not that high. But at least if I understand correctly. But I think it is a nice way to phrase it. Quality time can be very different things to different people. Yeah, see? So divide it by 200 and then skew it for your lack of or superior skill, depending on how you see yourself. Alright. So, let's do this cup match though. I did not expect to talk about money that much right now. As you can probably tell, I'm happy to talk about it, but it annoys the living shit out of most people. Cool. I don't know. Well, there might have been people around there that I would have enjoyed meeting too. Then again, most of these just want a life, you know. Being on the internet probably does not make you somebody that is very, I don't know, particularly blessed with skills that someone else hasn't. It's just, you're publicly known, but that's about it. Doesn't make you a better, I don't know, an expert on anything in particular. Well, maybe on being a YouTuber, but not on other stuff. That does not mean that you have life figured out all of a sudden. So meeting these people, I don't know. Yeah, it's fine, man. Alright. Okay. What do we tell them? We need to win this. It's at home. We're favorites. We have to win. Let's go. And now we will ease the pressure because it's a very high stakes match, right? Alright. I don't think I ever was at any Gamescom. I'm a really bad gamer apparently. I'm also not a good streamer because I don't know. Whatever they do, I should just put up fake hair or whatever. Which reminds me, we will do a 1.5 minute break because there's a match coming up and I will get that hat. BRB. Found it. Let's hope I need it. Also, let's win this match. So, one cup game coming up against Nageri Sembilan. It is about the money in the end. Same as always. How many people are in here? We don't know yet. Good luck, small one. You're gonna need it. Oh! 1,093 tickets sold? That's not bad. And Juan's already in a good mood, it seems. Zakaria, that's offside, isn't it? It's not offside. Ooh! That would have been a great chance if it had gotten through. Which it didn't. Elbok takes a free kick. Towards Christopher? Why does he have the ball on? I don't get it. Okay. So we are trying to go through the middle, right? Yes, we do. We do not overlap anywhere. Nice dribble by Christopher. Still nice dribble by Christopher. Still nice dribble by Christopher. Yup, Jonathan, Zakaria. And he doesn't find a good passing opportunity. Badrul Hisham's on the pitch. Ankun. Going through the middle. As expected. Nice. The run by Ankun wasn't bad either. Baru's got the ball now though. Back to Ankun. Baru, nice floated. Oh, Juan. Wow. Wow. If only his heading was better. We do train him for it. Good pass. There's the tackle. Narch, it was to Christopher and he's hurt. Oh, damn it. Christopher's challenge. He challenged us. What do we need? So for now, it seems like we are well in control of the match. At a minuscule 91% possession. Zakaria, Elberg, wonderful pass towards One. The quality of the chances is definitely acceptable. That's not the issue. Dangerous pass, but it worked. Baru, Elbog. There's a lot of closing down going on in the middle. Look at that. We try to play through the middle and it creates space on the wings. Decent ball control so far. Still at 82% possession. I don't know if that's deserved. Oh, it was a nice idea, Ancon. That can always happen though. Musfar drifts forward. Wow. Well encouraged him so far. No chances for him. Tamin on a yellow card now, whoever that is. We'll have a look immediately. Marzir. What's that? Oh, it was an offside situation. Okay. Who's Tamin? A striker. Great. Zakaria gets the ball. Juan Servin has the ball, runs with it. Yes, his playing style. Yup, Jonathan loses the ball. Marzuki seems to be hurt. Get him, get him. Is this Marzuki person already on the hit list? No. I can also see why. Don't want to tackle him hard though. It might be better to have him on the pitch in this situation. That was the best chance for him. Low grade, but it wasn't bad. "23 minutes into the match. We still had the better chances, but it feels like it's not enough. Shall we go wide? And take off the play through the middle? Good pass. Nice. Nice too. He did not find the last pass down the wing. I do think we take that off. And we go fairly wide. And try to create some space there. Comes with additional risk obviously, but if we want to create something, we gotta do it. Decent. Elbog. That's another offside situation, isn't it? It's not offside again. Yes, it is. It is offside. Never mind. That could have been intercepted for sure. Twice, I might add. Ooh, interesting way to clear a ball. One, go wide, exactly. And you just go. Or find Elbog, that's alright too. Ankun, Baru on the wing now. Cross from a deeper position, and that's, I guess, a finish. I'll encourage him once more. So, did you see anything so far? Anything that needs change? We could try to push up a little higher. Baru goes past his man. Not bad. Next good chance. So from the quality of the chances created, it's alright. Quantity could be better. Then again, defensively we are very reliable so far. At least according to expected goals. Duncan's got the ball. Christopher clearly not offside. Cuts inside, finds nobody. Ankun? And Zakaria. Well, seems like we create something new here. Not bad. Well... Elbok's off the ball movement wasn't good enough. The passing idea was fine. Elbok is on a 7.1 rating though. Nice ball. Baru goes wide? Sure, Baru goes wide. Baru goes cross. One. The floated crosses are definitely working. Well blocked. And that's not intercepted. It's Juan. Of course it is Juan. They do have too much time here on the ball, I think. Can't seem to create space. Don't seem to create space that much there. The offside? Apparently not. We got the ball now. Can we keep it? Seems like it. Nice. Now, if only there was somebody helping out up front. That's okay. Pass it down the left. The wrong way. In between the two players would have been great for him to run towards it. Now we're back stuck in build-up play. Jonathan's pass is decent. Christopher hits the defender. Sure. Second attempt? Why not? Yep, Jonathan with a floated cross that would have found Elbog if not for the keeper. I'll try to fire up for 5 minutes. Nobody loves it. Great. They're overwhelmed by the feedback. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Ugh. Who's that? Badrul Hisham. Here, have some berating. Losing the cup match against them is not acceptable at all. We'll go positive. And this. Time to put some pressure on. Zacharias booked. That's fine, man. Have a nice, I guess a nice meal in that case. Good luck in the kitchen. Don't burn it down, please. Baru. Still running. Or not. Good pass. Ankun. Elbog. We had such good chances. We might want to take Zakaria off the hard tackles on the yellow card, come to think of it. Maybe he's off tackles a little bit. More passing risks are okay. And I will also do him on attack. That's okay. The other one, where is he? Christopher. Take him a little bit back. He can cross though, I think it's a 9. Interesting ball by Mahazir. Or not. Yep, Jonathan on the ball now. Cross from deep. And that'll be a corner. How did we manage to concede a goal in a match like this? And more importantly, how did we manage not to score yet? One...
We don't make mistakes. We have happy
True.
accidents.
In this case, though, this is more than an accident. Also, welcome back to the stream. I don't know, man. Well, it certainly is a mistake to me. And also the goalkeeper saved yet another close range header. Well, there are a few more, and if you have... But there should be... how's it called? There should be some sort of thing under the stream that you can pop out, theoretically, that contains the whole library of blerps. Well, not the whole, but I think it's 10,000 blerps. So you can play them too, for bits, but that's not what I'm willing to shill here now. I set it all to the minimum amount available, but I can select a few more of these. So if you have a favorite that you want to see to be available from channel points, feel free to put it on a Discord or something, or just drop me a message somewhere. We still have like 10 or 15 slots, I think. So, as long as it does not contain copyright protected music or something, but we'll be fine, I think. Alright, this is not good enough though. So basically, tell me if you want to see something else that can be played for channel points. Well... So this all is bad. Yeah, sure. That's what I'm here for. And as always, thanks for watching. What do you think about the match so far? Analytically speaking, I think we're okay, in a way. But we did concede. That was really stupid. It was, as you put it, a happy little accident. But we didn't convert any of our reasonably good chances, didn't we? So... we're gonna be aggressive. This is not good enough. And I think I'm also gonna try attacking. We have 45 minutes to hammer them. We should be able to do that. Issue is Zacharias on a yellow card now. I don't like that at all. And we'll push him a little higher too. Individual talks, sure. So everybody that doesn't have a green rating gets the official talk for "you did play well." Alright. And I'll encourage them now because I'm a very kind person sometimes. Theoretically, at least. Seems like Badrul Hisham has issues with that guy. I don't know why though. Should be able to cope with him. Overall reaction to the encouragement was decent. Juan is a good one to defend this situation. Ankun on the ball is not a bad situation usually, if he does not delay play for half an hour. And that's it. Well. I take off the wide defenders. I don't like it. We'll change this. I think it's really annoying to me for now. So we'll try to put some fresh blood onto the pitch. He needs to stay on, same as him, due to the floated crosses. We identified a weakness there. Didn't materialize so far. Should probably focus on the overlap. Maybe reduce the attacking back to positive. We've given away chances now. I don't like that. Well, Baru, try to run with it at least. That's a very slow dribble. Better. Okay, currently there was a foul. Elborg with a free kick. Zakaria is not one to win heading duels, it seems. Baru, still Baru. Nice floated cross towards Elborg. Yes! That was probably the most complicated goal he could have scored today. Well, within the last 5 matches, most likely. It's been ages ago that he scored. For Elborg's level anyway. Well placed header. Oh, finally. Well, but you've been around on and off, right? In the recent streams. He's been without a goal for, I think, 4 or 5 matches. And if you recall last season, he scored 25 goals in the last season. It's been horrible for him. So for him to score, I really hope it persists now. Nice, nice. Go, go. Somebody will be in the middle, or not. Two additional shots. Fairly well defended. This is a cup game. It will end with somebody winning or losing. Well, both actually. Somebody winning, somebody losing. That's just the way cup games work. At least here, no second leg. We need to win this match, otherwise it will go all the way to penalties. Go, Christopher. Good cross. Well done. Baru, that's intercepted. Oh, that was close. Well misplaced. Elborg. Weirdly enough, it worked, the recovery. That was very interesting though. Get it? Great. Both teams seem to press a lot now, but we tend to have the upper hand for now. Baru, is there somebody in the middle? Well, yes. But Baru doesn't mind. He just scores his 9th goal of the season. I mean, he gets a bonus for assists, but apparently he thinks goal scoring is more important, doesn't want to get paid. And if you look at that, that was a short corner. What an asshole move. Very nice. Obviously I know that we knew that we would make it, and well, I might just jinx it now. Sadly, Juan didn't score yet. Well done, though. And we are still well in control of the match overall. Not bad. He does recover. Nice. Christopher. Oh. Well, Baru against 2 in a jumping duel. That's a bit much. 57th minute. At which point do we stop the offensive approach to the match? Or do we just fire away at them? Shall we focus on defensive part, on the defensive part more at some point? Just keep going. Well, okay. The supporters want it that way. I will blame it on you if it doesn't go well. That's it. The praising can start now. And it seems like subbing the 2 white defenders did help. I'm also really happy that we turned this around so far. Nizam did train well, does play well. Good pass by Ankun. Zakaria, don't take the long shot. That's alright. One. Good pass towards Baru. Ankun, Baru again. Of course he does. I mean, he's a winger. So apparently winger comes with goal scoring these days. At least for him. One, Elbok. That would have been a great opportunity for Zakaria. For some reason he tends to show up there, in these areas, at the far post, after flick-ons. That must be what the assistant manager told him to do. Well done. Oh, he delays play too much. That was a great opportunity, he just didn't turn. Christopher with an immediate cross. And it's yet another corner. Seems like putting them onto extended pressure is what worked last match. We did score 4 in the last duel against them. That was away from home. This is at home. Well done, Elbok. And apparently nothing came of it. Might have been a foul. Interesting Shinsio Sum, and also very, very risky. And that shot didn't go in. Wow. I expected everything, but not for that one not to go in. So we're lucky. Alright. Well, we need some luck in the end. Good dribble by Elbok so far. Kuhn loses the ball, of course. Against the striker, I might add. Ooh. I did not expect that pass. Juan with the cross. Elbok with the header. Did that hit the goalkeeper or the goal frame? Or both? Anyone exhausted yet? Yes, Elbok. Okay. So, we do away with the floated crosses. We'll go mixed. Olex can come on. Time to get some match experience. He's not complacent yet, and he definitely needs the sharpness. Who else? We have 2 goals. We should be able to make it through. Juan is having a good game. I think we'll wait for another additional second or 2. I actually consider taking off Zakaria and bringing on Malek. Malek is an under-21s player with no skill whatsoever. So I'll do that. I will also... well, that's a no-brainer role anyway. Doesn't do anything here. So, let's do this. And then we will have 1 additional substitute. Hopefully Malek will use his 20 minutes fairly well. Wow. Juan is exhausted now. Christopher cuts inside. Ankun. Malek. Okay. Apparently he can play a short possession pass. That's good. Ankun. Right. Well, yes. Not bad. Alright. Oh, Juan. Even one little pickup would have probably hit the goal from that distance. With that amount of time, I might add. Rye. Still Rye. That's what a striker looks like, apparently. Nice one. Ahmad Nizam. There's a cross, and it ended up with Rye. Well, nearly. Shall we bring on Van Pika for Juan? Christopher with the corner, Mahazir, that could have been his second. Continue the theme of the praising. Everybody's doing just fine for now. Rye on the ball again. Baru, Malek. That's okay. I will also probably start wasting time now. Keeping going or not keeping going. They can run, we can pass. Ankun for Oleg's Rye. Christopher. No penetrating pass coming in. Oh, that was a bad one. Well. Dangerous. Even more dangerous. For them, that is. Good for us. Christopher skips past his marker. Juan doesn't manage to bury it. He's offside anyway. Okay. So, given how tired he is, Van Pika can have a few minutes. He doesn't have a specific setup, does he? Great. He's not a good tackler, he can't cross. There's no target forward on the pitch anymore, I think. So he can cross towards center, I guess. Shooting less often is probably a good idea on him. Which reminds me, there's no target forward on the pitch anymore. At least not that I know. So we will cross towards center. Because we do have somebody with decent anticipation and a very good finish. Christopher takes a free kick now. Let's go. Come on, make it 4. That's not 4. We do get the win though, it seems. This guy scored today. That's easy to intercept. Baru on the ball, Ankun on the ball. Ball control seemed to be a bit lackluster. That might be offside though. Ha! Van Pika Guid's header hit the goal frame, it was offside though. Can we win this cup game? If we get another one at home, the attendance might actually make us some money. Emphasis on some. That'll be a corner. That's not a corner. He picks up the ball. Even worse. Yes. Well intercepted. Can we get a result? Still 10 minutes to go. It's a free kick. Okay. Considering the dominance that we had in the match, it seems like this was an easy one, but we went down by a goal at the start. So I certainly, well, I was fearful that it might end up as one of these matches. The changes we made though had an impact, it seems. Going a little bit more positive, a little bit more attacking. Ankun took too long on the ball, didn't he? Well, that's not good. Offside though. We'll go cautious. Praise the whole team again. Try to make it through the last 5 minutes. They throw everyone forward. Vandal Pekka. Malik. Ahmad Nizam. Will he take a shot? No. Ankun might though. Well, I've seen him score from there. What a pass. Does not in, runs wide. Does not lose the ball. Well done. Bakrula, Male, Christopher. That would have been a good ball for us, not in. It's too late now. Well, I guess we can also do short passing out there and nothing else. Wow. What a combination. We do seem to... We're trying to carry it into the goal, don't we? This is not American football, guys. You are allowed to shoot. To be fair, it's my fault. We tend to walk into the box. Okay. I think we've got it. 4.5 minutes. Well, Christopher, how are we gonna take that corner today? Seems like it. Mahazir, oh, he scored from that position basically in this match, approximately 30 something hours ago. Shinsia Sum takes a long kick. Vandal Pekka doesn't win the heading duel. That's well intercepted by Fakrula. Fakrula's performance yet again wasn't that impressive. Then again, we win it in the end, it seems. The match. We might try another central defender next league match, who knows. Ankun, Malik. Hardly any issues with Malik today. Yes, that pass was a bit misplaced. Christopher could have made a run there. Overall, 21 shots. 3.42 expected goals. We scored 3 times. Nagari Sembalin scored once. In weird fashion, I might add. That was a mistake. Sorry, a happy little accident on our side. But we get the result. Very happy with it. I do think Yap Jonathan didn't do well. He hates pressure in matches, it seems. Both of them, actually also Badrul Hisham. We took them all off because the quality of the play wasn't good enough. So we'll tell them. Anyone needs praises? Not really. So 3-1. And more importantly, Elbak Chaktsel scored, which is good. Mahazir apparently credits my team talk. That's alright. Which means, in this competition, we are now through to the next round. I don't know whom we will face just yet. Cushing and Perak still play. Sabah and Armed Forces are also still there. I'm particularly looking at Kuching and Sabah because they are local rivals, and that would be great, playing them, in particular at home. Well, I guess enjoy your meal. So, next up is a match in the league against Terengganu at home. That is next week on Friday. We do have no particular issues with recovery, I might add. I think I will give Mahazir a rest though. For 1 day. And did I forget about anything? Happiness overall on the squad seems to be at an all-time high right now. There's still an issue here. Well, with Diego, for now, with the training. But it seems like Bauru finally reconsidered his unhappiness with training. And Diego will leave anyway. I will have barbecue. Right now, actually. Well, not right now, but I will have a look, and I will probably have barbecue. So that means I will wrap it up now. It's been a short one, but we did make it to the next round. And maybe I can do another one tomorrow or on Thursday. So I hope to see you all again soon. Let me know what you think of the save and what has been going on today on the Discord. And also, you need to create some memes. Mees is all alone there. See you soon. Bye.